guess who's back? Back again. Zach Eflin's back, and tell a friend. Because he was missed for those 15 days that he was gone. I think his last outing was mid-August, and the Orioles were trying to find their way. And here's a guy trying to win a series. The Orioles desperately needed it. And not only did he go out there and give the team a chance, he just flat out dominated. So let's talk about Zach Eflin here for 1 second. There it is. Let's go. 92 miles an hour. That's as hard as Zach Eflin's going to throw the baseball, right? But you're going to see also next to it, 30% he's throwing sinkers, 27% he's throwing his cutter, and then 10% his four-seam fastball down here. And so if you do the math there, I'll do it for you. That's 67% of the time he's throwing some variation of a heater. And then he likes to throw his curveball under 20% of the time. And his changeup's all the way down here at 4%, sweeper at 9%. Clearly a guy that likes to just throw his fastball. But the thing I want to talk about is being simple-minded. He wants to be technical with his approach and also very good at locating. So let's keep moving, shall we? So you're looking at that graph. And so essentially, what I was getting back to here, hold on. There we go. So over the last year, you're really looking at it. His top pitch he wants to throw is that sinker. The cutter use has drastically increased for him. He likes to throw that slider sometimes here, four-seamers down below, but that changeup all the way at the bottom, four-seamer right there, curveball. But this is what makes Zach Eflin so good. You know what I love? Let's just start this off with the game. How about just throwing a first pitch strike to open up the game for the Baltimore Orioles? And you're going to see the location here that he's going to have, actually. He's going to throw a sinker in and say, hey, I know you're looking to swing early, leadoff guy. Try to hit this. Great location from Zach Eflin. And this is how you start off getting back from the IL. So that first pitch there, now he's going to throw a cutter away. Fouled off. 0-2, just to start like that. And then he's going to go, you know what? You've had some decent swings in my fastball. I know I throw it a lot. How about I give you a little sweeper Johnson here? It's going to go right across, and you're going to see it finish down there. And you can see McMahon's lining up, and it's just going to be a well-located pitch. See ya. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. So we'll keep moving on here. Got McMahon coming to the plate, and this is Zach Eflin. He's challenging. He's saying, I'm going to locate my pitch. I'm going to make you try to hit it. He's going to get ahead here with throwing just a sinker away. And watch this location here. I mean, that's really good. And they're being aggressive. Good for them. Good for them being aggressive on it. But Zach Eflin is just meaning business so far. You know what I like right here? Tries to challenge with a cutter up and in. Good pitch, good miss. So for hitters, though, in general, I want you guys to understand. Let me back that up for a minute. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Right? So cutter in. All right. So now if you're thinking about this before this next pitch, okay? So if it's McMahon, you just saw a cutter go this way. You saw a sinker go down this way. So which way is that fastball going to go? Again, Zach Eflin doesn't throw harder than 92, but he knows how to play off of his pitches. So right here, he's going to throw another pitch away. It's going to be that sinker running away. And he's going to foul it off. He's going to go, damn, why didn't I hit that 92-mile-an-hour pitch? He's having to guess a little bit. And then I talked to you guys about Zach Eflin. Right now, he's going to try to throw a changeup. And you can see McCann saying, hey, I want this pitch right here. Problem is, he's going to pull it. But you guys just saw the graphic. He throws his changeup less than 5% of the time. McMahon is trying to really think about that fastball, that even though this is going to be a bad located pitch, it's going to end up being over here. He's not looking for it, and he's going to roll this thing over. And actually, Jackson made a nice play. The ball was hit about 82 miles an hour, and he's out of the inning. And McMahon's thinking, I'm not used to seeing that from Eflin. So not only is Zach Eflin throwing his pitches to his strengths, he's also realizing how the game's dictating it. And so there it called for his changeup. You know what the game also called for yesterday? His curveball. And he was throwing a damn good one. And again, they're not looking for it. Great location there. And if it worked once, why don't you do it again? Right? So you're having him think about the options. And actually in this sequence, and we'll go back to it, You know, everyone complained the other day, guys, about Corbin Burnes throwing 3 or 4 curveballs in a row.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There was multiple outings or multiple sequences for Zach Eflin where he threw 3, 4 curveballs consecutively in the outing. It's reading the hitter. So if they're chasing, so if we go back real quickly, let's go back, please. There we go. Come on. So right there, if he's going to swing at this pitch right here, and that's a good location, then he's probably going to swing at a pitch that's even a little bit lower. And how about this then? Where am I going with this, guys? If he's swinging at a pitch lower and one that's a little bit lower, why don't you bury one here? And that's exactly what he ends up doing. Buries it. Makes him swing and miss. I love that from Zach Eflin. Now let's just go back to a little bit about his bread and butter. Well, that's another curveball. I lied on that one. This is what I wanted to do. Yeah, so let me bring this back for you guys. So you guys saw that sequence. Curveball. And this is McMahon, by the way. So that last at bat where McMahon was trying to think sinker, cutter. Well, starts him off with a curveball. And you know what? He swung and missed. I'm going to throw another one. And now he took the next curveball. So this counts about 1-2. But Zach Eflin, using his mind, he goes, all right, he's thinking low. His eyes right here is set on a pitch low. You're seeing that curveball. You're seeing that movement. So he's thinking, all right, Zach's been attacking me low. I'm going to prepare for that. But you're going to see McMahon saying, hey, I want a fastball up. And specifically, Zach Eflin's going to backdoor cutter a ball here where this is as good as a pitch that you can make. Right on the black. And again, 92 miles an hour. So this is what can make him so good. So you guys saw that. We're all in agreement. Zach Eflin not blowing anything by him. He's not making it anything special. He's reading what the hitters are showing him, and he's executing location. This is what I want to talk about, executing and being smart. So Zach Eflin here is going to start this off against Brandon Rogers here. He's going to get a fastball high for a strike, right? This is where I want you guys to focus on, okay? He's going to throw, just throw a sinker there. He's going to throw another fastball. It's going to end up being a ball, okay? But the umpire calls it a strike. And I missed the location there. Sorry about that. It's right there. But hey, umpire's saying strike. That's all that matters. Now, if I'm a hitter, I'm going to be pissed. You're definitely going to be mad. But that's the zone. So Zach Eflin realizes that here. Okay? So if Zach Eflin realizes that he's calling that pitch away, what is Zach Eflin going to do, Zach?
Rocco was showing me something. That's on
okay.
him.
I figured.
Yeah.
Don't blame me.
I'm
So
trying to educate our group here,
I
the
know.
listeners. What would he do?
It's all on Rocco.
I'll answer the question for you. If they're calling that pitch outside, why don't you go back to the well and you throw another one right off the plate? That's exactly what he's going to do. Strike 3, see you later. And Brandon Rogers going, dude, that ball's off. But that's what makes Zach Eflin even better. He's smart. He's understanding what that strike zone is for the day. And James McMahon and him, it's all in unison. They're in sync. Lastly here, this is the final pitch or one of his final at-bats here. Going to go back to the curveball. Again, disgusting. That thing just falls off. And they're trying to be aggressive. Lord help them here. Got to do another one. So this is actually a good learning tool here. So you guys are seeing in this count right here specifically, Zach Eflin went curveball, 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 curveball. So after he swung and missed at that one pitch, okay, ball's going to be in the dirt, gets away. But the thought again is, all right, everything's low. I'm thinking soft. Zach just threw me 4 in a row. You're making them think a lot. So how do you change someone's vision? Anyone want to guess? If you go low, where do you think? If they're thinking low, where do you go?
High.
High. So right there, you just threw a couple balls in the dirt, all that, and all of a sudden, let's go up the ladder here, and let's have a little bit of movement on this. He's going to throw a beautifully located cutter at the top part of this zone, and he's going to have no chance. And I actually got to share that again because that movement was just naughty. Just for my own sake. If I can get my finger back on it. Yep. So again, watch this thing go. Starting off right here. And he's thinking, okay, it's probably going to be right here maybe. And that ball just keeps going. Just keeps on going. See ya. So the thing I want to bring up was Zach Eflin. And this is what makes him so good. and this is, if I can figure out how to get this back. Heel. Unbelievable mustache. That's going to take you a long way. But Zack Eflin, if he pitches like this, it's reminding everyone out there, you don't have to throw 99, 90, or 100 to be successful. All you got to do is understand how you want to pitch. Zack Eflin throws 67% of his pitches are fastball variations. But then he understands what the hitters are showing him, and he'll mix it in. And when his curveball's on, that even makes it harder for hitters to try to have success off him. And he doesn't walk guys. You can throw 92, 93 if you can locate, and Zack Eflin can locate with the best of him. And if Zack Eflin can do this, if he continues to do this, he can be a very, very big piece. I know all the Orioles have had a ton of injury guys, but if Corbin Burns rounds into form, which we are seeing, and Albert Suarez can pitch like he can, Zack Eflin, no doubt, can be the Jordan Montgomery of last year, but even better. He's right now pitching, in my mind, some of his best ball of his career. And that can carry over, and that's a guy that could help the Orioles get to places in the postseason that they haven't seen in decades. So that's all I got on that. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys want me to try to grow a stash like that, we got to talk to Jamie about it because I don't think she'll like it.
Do it.
So,